Hello there, my name is Kevin Cotto from TeacherCatapult.com, and I put together what I think is a great tutorial to show you how to create your own professional teacher website. I was a teacher for 5 years in both Bucks and Montgomery County in Pennsylvania. I worked at 2 really great school districts in my area, and the reason I landed both of those jobs had a lot to do with the teacher website that I showed in my interviews. A professional website is going to impress school principals, and if you don't have one, you're a step behind other teachers. This tutorial is easy to do, moves quickly, but doesn't skip a single step. You don't need to know anything about websites or coding. I've taught some of the most technologically impaired people on the planet how to do this, so I'm 99% sure I'll be able to teach you too. One of the first things you're going to notice is this big beautiful photograph on the front page of your website. You're going to be able to use this exact same photo, or you can customize the look of your website to whatever you want it to be. One of the first things I want to show you is the domain name up here. This is a personalized domain name. I have mrcotto.com. Imagine the first time I told my students to log on to mrcotto.com to figure out what their homework was. They were absolutely shocked and amazed, and you're going to get that exact same reaction out of your students too. Let's take a little tour of the website. You'll see that there's a bold welcome statement here. You're going to be able to customize that to your exact school. Scrolling down, we have an embedded video. I'm going to show you how to put a video into your website. Notice we can play it here. You can take a video from YouTube or Vimeo or really any video website out there, and you can put it right into your website. If I change the screen size here, the website actually adjusts to it. So if we're playing this website, if we have this website on a tablet or on a smartphone, it's actually going to adjust to it. Responsiveness is very important, especially if your website is going to be viewed on different devices. Let's take a tour of some of the features in this website. One thing I want to point out is the homework and exam calendar. Everything's color-coded here. You can have homework, projects, and exams, and you can color-code it according to your different subjects that you teach. The last thing I want to show you real quick is the contact page. You're going to be able to put a contact form in here where students or parents can reach you. Now, if you were to ask a web development company to create a website like this, it would cost thousands of dollars. Fortunately, we don't have to do that. I'm going to show you how to do everything on your own, and you're going to save a ton of money. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the costs involved in creating your website. The first thing we want to look at is hosting. Hosting is a service provided by a company that essentially stores your website on their computer. Their computer or their server is on 24/7, and it allows people on the internet to access your website. Hosting is important for every website on the internet, and it's going to cost us a little bit less than $10 per month. Next thing we need is a domain name. A domain name is your personalized address on the internet. mrcotto.com, google.com, yahoo.com are all examples of domain names. That's going to cost $15, but it's a yearly fee. Next thing we want to do is install WordPress. WordPress is an extremely powerful tool to create websites. It runs some of the very big websites out there. CNN.com, Forbes, Time Magazine are all run with WordPress. WordPress is great because it's free, and there's also a community of people that are constantly building extensions to the platform, which makes your website even more powerful. Next thing is installing a theme. A theme is basically changing the way your website looks, and you can change the theme with just a couple clicks. WordPress themes are free. Well, a lot of them are free. There's probably hundreds of them available, and I'm also going to give you the one I use in the demo for free. Next thing is to install a homework calendar. That's a WordPress plugin, also free. And again, adding a contact form is going to be free too, because that is a WordPress plugin. So a lot of free aspects here. And then of course, finally, creating your website by yourself and avoiding a web developer avoids the labor and the costs involved in something like that. Web developers make maybe $125 an hour, so you're going to avoid that by doing that yourself. The last thing I want to point out is I have a coupon code for you. It's teacher discount, and that's all one word. That's going to save you 25% off your hosting and domain name. So the next thing I want to do is go to hostgator.com, where we will be able to purchase both hosting and a domain name. Okay, so our next step is to move on to the internet. I'm going to go on to Google Chrome. Right now I have my demo set up, so I'm going to change that to hostgator.com. I've been using the company HostGator for about 5 years now, and I love their service. They have a great reputation, they have great pricing, and most of all, they have great technical support. You can call them 24/7, 365 days a year, and they will answer your questions. They have live chat, they have email, they have phone, so you can reach them any way you wish, and they will answer any questions you have. And let's take a look at some of their web hosting plans. HostGator has 3 plans: the Hatchling, the Baby, and the Business plan. If you have just one website, you want to go with the Hatchling plan. It's the cheapest, and it's perfect for someone who just has the one website. An upgrade from that is the Baby plan, and the difference here is you can have unlimited websites on one hosting plan. So Baby plan is a great value if you have more than one website, but again, if you just have one, you probably want to go with the Hatchling plan. Finally, there's this Business plan, and this is for people who own a business and want to take secure credit card payments, and they want their own toll-free number. That probably doesn't apply to a lot of people, so you want to stick with either the Hatchling or the Baby plan. Let's say you chose the Hatchling plan, and let's look at the different options here. If you pay further into the future, you're going to save a lot more money, but obviously you're going to pay a lot less up front if you go with something like the monthly plan. So let's click the monthly plan for now and hit order now. Okay, so on the order site here, we want to pick our domain name. You want to pick something that is unique and does not exist already. I'm going to try mrcatapult.com for my fictional website. Okay, I got the green check. That means that Mr. Catapult is available and I can purchase it. If you have a more common name, your name might not be available at first, so you have to be a little bit creative in coming up with something that is unique and something that you can use. Going down, they give you a bunch of different options here. You can get the .net, the .org, the .info. All I need here is one domain, so I'm going to skip this. I'm not going to go with any more options here. Here we have the Hatchling plan selected. You can change your plan right here if you'd like. Your username, you can use whatever makes sense to you, something you're going to remember. And again, the security code, something you will remember. Moving down, here's your billing information. This is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to fill in your personal information, fill out the credit card, or select PayPal. There's some additional add-ons that you can get. There's domain privacy protection. Basically, anytime you publish a website online, your information is going to be available out there on a database where people can see your name and your address. So if you are uncomfortable with that, you can get this privacy protection so that your information does not show up. I'm going to uncheck that. I feel okay not having the privacy protection, but if you feel uncomfortable, you can take advantage of that. SiteLock adds a little bit extra security to your website. Something I've never used before, but it's something that you're welcome to try out if you'd like. Coming down here, the next option is CodeGuard. It allows you to back up your website if it crashes for some reason. I've never had a problem like this before, so I'm not going to opt in for CodeGuard. And then finally, our last option here is for search engine visibility. That's something you probably won't have to worry about with the teacher website, so I'm going to skip that as well. Going down here, there's a coupon code in here. It says SNAPPY. That's going to save you 20% off your order, but we can do even better than that using our own coupon code, teacher discount. And if we validate that, that's going to give us 25% off, so we're going to save even more on our order. Our total amount due is $19.66. I just want to point out one thing though. The discount code here is for 25%, but it can only be used once. So to take full advantage of it, you probably want to pay further into the future. By paying, let's say, a year into the future, you end up saving about $23. So in order to take the most advantage of your coupon code, you want to pay into the future. However, obviously the choice is totally up to you. The last thing you want to do is click I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions of use. And then finally, you're going to create your account. After submitting your payment, you're going to get a confirmation screen, and then within a few minutes, you're going to get an email from HostGator. Your email is going to look something like this. Make sure you save this information or save this email so you have this information handy. The important thing we want to look at is the control panel link and the password and username needed. So make sure you have all that information handy and click on your control panel link here. Once you've clicked on the cPanel link in your email, you'll be redirected to the cPanel webpage. You want to first enter in your username. Then you want to enter in the password on your email. I'm just going to paste it in. Select Login. You're going to be redirected to the HostGator cPanel. The first thing you want to do is click out of the pop-ups and then scroll down. There's going to be a section labeled Software and Services, and you want to click on Quick Install. Once in this screen, you want to hit WordPress. Select Continue. At this point, we want to install WordPress directly on the domain, so we're going to leave this space blank. We're going to enter in our admin email, then enter in a blog title. This title isn't too important, it's something we can change later. Then we're going to select a admin user, then finally our first and last name. Then we're going to click Install Now. After a moment, you're going to get a congratulations, and then you're going to be given some important information. You want to make sure you save this information: the username, the password, and the how to access it. Typically, it takes WordPress a few hours to install properly. So at this point, I'm going to pause the movie, and I'll be back in a few hours. Alright, now at this point we've allowed WordPress a significant amount of time to set itself up on the server, so we're ready to move on. Let's first copy this password. Then we're going to go to this link. It's going to have your domain name /wp-admin. That's important to remember. Whenever you want to log into your website, you're going to have your domain name /wp-admin. Let's click on the link. You're going to get to a login page. You're going to put your screen name, and you're going to paste in your password. Now we're going to log in. The first thing you want to do after you get to this dashboard page of your WordPress site is to go down and click on Users. We'll go down to Users and go to Your Profile. Scrolling down towards the very bottom, we're going to change our password. Right now it's something that's awkward and long and something that's difficult to remember. You're going to pick something that you are going to remember easily. And then you want to repeat that same password. And then once you're happy with that, you're going to hit Update Profile. Great. Now we've updated our profile and we've successfully changed our password. Make sure you write that down. Now, the first thing I want to point out is we can go to the top left and we can visit our site and see what it looks like live. This is what our website currently looks like. We're going to change it quite a bit. So let's go back up and we're going to go back to the WordPress dashboard. And the first thing I'd like to do is to add some plugins. So let's go down the menu here on the left, go to Plugins, and we're going to go to our installed plugins. What plugins are additions to your website. It gives them extra functionality. There are hundreds of free plugins that make your website better or have different functions. The first thing I want to do is show you that you can delete some. This plugin here, when activated, will randomly see a lyric from Hello Dolly. This isn't something I'm interested in, so I'm going to delete it. You're going to get a message here. You're going to say, yes, I want to delete these files. One thing that's already activated and installed is the Mojo Marketplace. I do not want to have this installed. And I'm going to delete this. Okay. One plugin that's already installed that I do like is Sidekick. Sidekick is going to allow you to have a tutorial and walk you through different parts of the dashboard. This orange part at the bottom here is Sidekick. It's going to walk you through anything that you don't understand. Let's X out. Okay, at this point I've showed you how to both delete and deactivate plugins. Now what I'd like to do is to add a couple new plugins. So what I need you to do is go to the top and click Add New. The first plugin I want to add is called WP Teacher. So in the search box, we'll type in WP Teacher. Now the first result is WP Teacher, and you can click on Details. What you always want to do when downloading a plugin is take a look at the rating. Looks like it's a 4-star rating. I've used this before, so I know that I like it. Let's hit Install. Now click Activate Plugin. And simple as that, that is now installed. Let's click Add New again. We're going to add a contact form next. In the search box, I'm going to type contact form. Then click Search Plugins. First choice here, we're going to look at the details. It says an excellent rating. We're going to hit Install. And then activate the plugin. Now at this point we've successfully installed 2 different plugins, and I'm going to show you how to use them. If you go to the menu bar on the left here, you'll notice that Assignments and Events has been added. That's because we've installed WP Teacher. Let's focus on just assignments today. Going to Assignments and going down to Courses, we're going to click. We're going to add 2 courses. My course is going to be AP US History, but you can add whatever course makes sense to you. Now I'm going to add a different course. And click Add New Course. So now I have 2 new courses. Let's go back to the menu and select assignment types. Let's say we have 2 different assignment types. Let's call one homework. And let's add another one and call it project. Okay, so now I've successfully added 2 different types of assignments. Let's go to Add New. This is where we're going to add our assignment. Okay, so let's call this assignment number 1. Okay, here you'd put your description. We're going to select whether it's homework or a project. We're going to say whether it's AP US History or Geography. And we're going to add a due date. Let's say that it's due in September. At this point, we're going to scroll up and we're going to hit Publish. We've just created our first assignment. Now let's add another one. Hit Add New. Let's call this project number 1. So this is where we'll put our description. We will check off that it's a project. We'll check off what course it's for, and we'll put another due date. We'll say that this is going to be due the 12th of September. At this point, we'll publish. Okay, congratulations. At this time, we've added 2 different assignments. Okay, the next step is to install a contact form using our other plugin. So let's go to the navigation bar, click on Plugins, and then go to Install Plugins. Going down to the contact form plugin, we're going to hit Settings. And what's nice about this plugin is it's kind of ready to go right out of the box. There are a few things you can change if you'd like. Right now, it just is going to the default email assigned to this username. But if you'd like to change that, you can always click on this box here and type in a different email address. The email that I have assigned with my WordPress install is just fine, so I'm going to let that remain checked off. Scrolling down, there are some additional options that you can add if you'd like by checking this box. However, I'm going to keep things simple and uncheck it. I'm going to click Save Changes. At this point, I would like to get the short code So there's this contact form with an underscore in between the two words, and it's between brackets. You want to just take that and you want to copy it. Then we're going to add a page that we can insert this contact form. So click on Pages, Add New. Okay, so this will be our contact form page. I'm going to call this page Contact Mr. Catapult. Alright, once you decided what you want to name the page, you're going to paste in the shortcode, just like so. Then you're going to publish. Once that's updated, you're going to hit View Page. And now we have a contact form inserted into this page. Okay, at this point we've successfully added one page to our website. Let's add some more pages. So let's again go up to our dashboard. And then we're going to go to Pages, Add New. The first thing we want to do is add our home page. I'm going to call our home page Welcome. This is going to be the large text that's going to show up right away when they first come to the page. Next thing I want to do is add a video to my page. So what I need to do for that is to go to a video site like YouTube. So I'm going to open up another tab in my browser. And then I'm going to search for a video that I like. I'm going to open up the video. And now I'm going to pause it. If you haven't seen this video, it's very cute. I think if you're a teacher, you'll really appreciate it. Definitely check it out. I'm going to hit Share, Embed, and then you'll see that there's this code in here. You don't have to know exactly how it works. All you need to do is to copy it. So now that we've copied the code, we're going to go back to our website. We're going to go to the tab that says Text. Right now it's on Visual Editor. We're going to go to Text Editor. We're going to click in there, and we're going to paste. Now this code is pasted in, and our video is going to be embedded right into our page. Click on Visual, and now we should be good to go. What you want to do is click Publish. Now that the page is published, we can view the page. And this is what it looks like with the YouTube video embedded right into our website. So let's go back and add some more pages. Go back to Dashboard. Going to go to Pages, Add New. Alright, let's add another one. Let's call this the blog. So suppose you wanted a blog page. This is where all your posts would be hosted. So we're going to publish that. Okay, that is now published. We're going to add quite a few more pages. So let's just hit Add New here at the top. As a teacher, you probably teach several different courses or different periods during the day. So if you want to create individual pages for that, you can do that right here. I have a page that's labeled US or AP US History. You can pick one that makes a little bit more sense for you. Okay, so I just wrote a few sentences of text. You can write whatever you'd like, whatever makes the most sense. We're going to hit Publish. Alright, continuing to add new pages, we're going to click the button Add New. We're going to add a second page here. We're going to call this Geography. We'll call this a class page. And we're just going to hit Publish. You can always go back and add more information to these pages later. Let's hit Add New. Suppose you want to put some information about yourself. You can make a page for that. You can put your credentials and all of your accolades onto this page. So you can show it off to your principal, you can show it off to the parents, and you can publish this. Alright, and then finally we want to add one more. Clicking Add New. We're going to add an assignment calendar. I'm going to publish this. And at this point, what I'd like to do is show you how the WP Teacher plugin is going to work, how we can insert an assignment calendar into this page. Going to the navigation on the left, we're going to go to WP Teacher. We're going to click. At this point, it says Calendar Display Page. Right now, it's not displayed, but we're going to click the drop-down button, and we're going to select Assignment Calendar. So now our calendar should show up on the Assignment Calendar page. Let's go down and select colors for our different courses. Let's make this one blue, and we'll leave this one green. We're going to save settings by hitting Save. Okay, now let's go to our live site by clicking on our domain name at the top and then hitting Visit Site. Alright, if you'll notice, we have quite a few pages now at this point. And what I'd like to do is to click on the assignment calendar page. You'll notice that now we have an assignment calendar right in our website with different assignments, projects, and assignments on the page. So at this point, we've added a lot of great functionality and pages to our website, but the overall look just isn't quite there yet. So I'm going to change the look of the website. Let's go up again, go to your domain, then go to Themes and click Themes. Now, when you first install WordPress, there are a few themes that are just pre-installed. In my case, I have 2014, 2013, and 2012. What you want to do is activate 2013. With a click of a button, we've just changed the overall look of the website. So now we went from 2014 to 2013. If we want to take a look at what that looks like, we can visit the site up here. Notice that now we have this orange header and this brown footer, and I actually really like the overall look of this website a lot more than the last one. However, I do have a theme that I think you'll really enjoy, the one that I have in the demo site that works really well for teachers. So again, let's go back. Let's go to Themes. And before I load the teacher theme, I want to show you how you can add a new theme by yourself. So if you hit Add New, you'll be taken to a page that looks something like this. There are quite a few free themes. In fact, there are probably hundreds of them that are free. I'm going to click on the popular ones. I'm now going to scroll down and look at some of the choices here. I've used this one before. It's called Human. I'm going to install it. And if I'd like, I can have a live preview of it, or I can activate it straight away. I'm going to hit Activate. Now I have this Human theme activated. I'm going to hit Visit Site. And with just a couple clicks, now we have a completely new theme that someone else has created on the internet. So there are hundreds of possibilities for your website. Let's go back to themes again. And finally, I want to show you how to add a new theme. Now, before we do that, you need to download the theme onto your computer. It's completely free. You're just going to go to teachercatapult.com and you'll be able to find it there. So going back to my browser, I'm going to put in teachercatapult.com/create a teacher website. I'll leave a link in the description below in case you don't want to type the whole thing out. Alright, below the video you'll find download the teacher site WordPress theme. You'll just click that. Okay, now that the theme is downloaded, we can go back to our website and we're going to add this new theme. Okay, so now that we've had that downloaded, let's click on Add New Theme. At this point, we're going to upload the theme that you've just downloaded onto your computer. And now we're going to choose the file. Alright, the file name is Teacher Site. You may have to navigate to that, possibly in your downloads. Now we're going to click Install Now. Okay, congratulations, you just downloaded it. Let's activate it. Okay, so now we've successfully activated it, we can take a look at our site. Congratulations, now we've installed the new theme. Let's customize it. Go up to your domain, then go down to Customize. Click Customize. On the left-hand side here, you'll be given a bunch of different options. The first thing I want to change is the site title. Then you can add a tagline if you'd like at the bottom. You'll notice that the title of the web page looks very awkward right now. With a long title, you might get a similar result. What you want to do is change the arc radius to 0, and that will fix that problem. Going down, we can change the header icon. Right now it's a heart. I'd like to change it, so we'll go to View Icons, and we'll select one that we like. Star is a possibility. I like this star. Let's use that one. Okay, so now that that one is selected, we are good to go. Let's go to click on Layout for just a second. The layout that is standard is just fine for me. You can change the jumbo headline. Alright, you can customize that to say whatever you'd like. And then, again, you can have a smaller headline. And you can customize that to make sense for your particular teaching assignment. Right now, the background, there's no background color. I'm going to leave it that way. For your blog post, you can have it so it has the date and the author and however you'd like to keep that. You can check them or uncheck them. Right now we don't have any blog posts, so it doesn't really matter either way. Let's go to header image. Currently it's pre-installed with the rainbow photograph, but if you'd like to add your own custom image to make this website kind of your own, you are more than welcome to do that. It's recommended that you have a larger photo, so a 1800 by 1200 pixel would work perfectly, but any larger photo would probably do the trick. Alright, scrolling down, there is an option for a background image. Right now the background of the content is just white. You can change that so you have a background image to your liking. So the next thing I want to do is go to widgets. Clicking on widgets, we're going to go to the first sidebar. The first sidebar is the area on the right side here. We're going to change the way that looks. So right now we have a search widget, which is great. I like that. Recent posts, we don't have any blog posts, so I'm going to remove that altogether. I'm not worried about comments so much, so I'm going to remove that. I'm going to remove the archives. I'm going to remove the categories. And I'm going to remove the meta. I'm going to add some widgets, however. So click Add Widgets. And now let's go and take a look at what we can add here. I like pages. This way we have a nice way that we can navigate from one page to another. So let's add pages in there. And we'll just have pages as the title. So that's perfect. We'll close that. We'll add another widget. We can have an assignment list on the right side of our website. So let's hit assignments. Right now it says assignments. I'm going to put assignments due this month. Number to display. I'm going to display pretty much all of them. So if I know if I hit 100, there won't be more than 100 assignments a month. You can put as many or as little as you'd like your website to display. I'm going to put 100. I'm going to have all the courses listed, any type of assignment listed, and I think that'll cover it. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to take a quick look on the right here. Notice that the two assignments, project and assignment, that I put into the system already are already showing up. Alright, so at this point we have our widgets set up. Let's go back up, and you're customizing widgets. I'm going to click that button, and then I'm going to go back. And then finally, it says static front page. So what I want to do is I'm going to change this. So right now the front page has the latest blog posts, but we don't have a blog growing right now. This isn't a blog site. What I want to do is change that to a static page. So clicking static page, I'm going to select the front page to be the welcome page that we created before. And then the post page is going to be the blog that we selected before. So that's where all your blog posts will go. And that should set up things perfectly. Once you've done all of these things, you want to hit save and publish. Now your website's saved and it's going to look very close to the final product. At this point, our website's looking great. One thing we do have to change though is the navigation bar at the top. Right now it just says uncategorized, and what we really want are all the pages of our website. So let's hit the X. We're taken back to our home page. Let's go back up to our website name and then click menus. There may be a menu already in place called Menu 1. You can leave it called Menu 1 if you'd like, or you can change the name of it. Either way is fine. A lot of your pages might be listed here already. You'll notice that welcome and welcome are duplicate here, so what I'd like to do is remove one of those. I'm going to click this drop down and I'm going to hit remove. So now I've removed one of the welcome signs. At this point, I would like to change the order that they show up in the navigation. I'd like the contact to be the last. And other than that, I think everything looks good as far as the order goes. If you have a page that you'd like to add to your menu, you can always go to view all your pages, select one of them, and add them to the menu. So right now we have a list of the pages that I want on the navigation. What you want to do is check off the primary menu and hit Save Menu. Going back to your website, we can visit the site. Notice that now we have navigation to different parts of our website. So if we click on a page, we'll travel to it. And as we scroll down, that navigation bar comes along with us. So right now the website looks fantastic. One last thing I want to show you how to do is to add an image to one of your web pages. So let's go back up. Let's go to the name of your website and then let's go to Dashboard. We're going to go to Pages and then All Pages. I have a page called About Mr. Catapult. What I like to do is edit that page. Okay, so you can write whatever you'd like about yourself. I'm going to paste in some nonsense text in there. And what I'd like to do is to show you how to add a picture. So if you put the cursor here at the very beginning and you hit Add Media, you can upload files. So clicking on that tab and then hitting Select Files. Right from your computer, you can pick a picture of yourself if you'd like. I just have a sample picture to use here. I'm going to click on the picture and hit Open. Alright, so my sample picture is now available. I have it aligned to the left. That's how I would like it. Right now it's linked to the media file. I'm going to have it linked to nothing. And then you can choose the size. You can have it the full size, you can have it medium, you can have it a thumbnail. I'm going to choose 300 by 210. Those are pixel measurements. So 300 by 210 is kind of a medium measurement. So I'm going to insert that into my page. And notice that now my image is inside and the text kind of wraps around it. That's exactly how I'd like it to look. So I'm going to hit Update. And now I'm going to view the page. So you'll see now we have a page with information about yourself, with a picture of yourself. And at this point we have completed our teacher website. Thank you for watching.